This breaking terror warning is brought to you by the extreme right wing. Islamic fundamentalists have infiltrated the Miss USA contest. Here's their #1 sleeper agent describing her diabolical terror agenda.
We start off with the opening number, and then we go on to doing bathing suit, then evening gown.
No, listen, there's more. She describes here her rigorous terrorist training.
However, Miss USA always promotes for every contestant to be up on the news, make sure we read the newspaper, make sure we know what's going on, our current events, our history of our state.
Okay, I know what you're thinking, and don't be fooled by that perfect face and Maxim magazine body. This Islamo-fascist #1 goal is to destroy America.
So honestly, I got into pageants more for the scholarship opportunity.
Okay, that and the scholarship, but be on the lookout for an extremely attractive young woman wearing a skimpy bikini.
Hey, absolutely no problem on this one. I'm already on it.
Thank you for your vigilance. Together we can keep America safe from the terror with the tiara.
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Nope, no weapons over there. Maybe under here.
I guess he didn't find them. Okay, here's the yellow cake story, just to close it out, all right? Let's see. The item reproduced in the example block above cites the July 2008 removal of yellow cake from Iraq as proof that Iraq had in fact been buying yellow cake in an attempt to restart its nuclear program and ultimately produce nuclear weapons before the U.S. invasion of March 2003, and that therefore the Bush administration was right and Joe Wilson was wrong. However, that claim is erroneous. The yellow cake removed from Iraq in 2008 was material that had long since been identified, documented, and stored in sealed containers under the supervision of UN inspectors. It was not a secret cache that was discovered by the U.S., and the yellow cake had not been purchased by Iraq in the years preceding the 2003 invasion. The uranium was the remnants of decades-old nuclear reactor projects that had been put out of commission many years earlier. One reactor at Al-Tuwatha was bombed by Israel in 1981. Another was bombed and disabled during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. Moreover, the fact that the yellow cake had been in Iraq since before the 1991 Gulf War was plainly stated in the Associated Press article cited in the example above. Here's what it said. Tuwatha and an adjacent research facility were well known for decades as the centerpiece of Saddam's nuclear efforts. Israeli warplanes bombed a reactor project at that site in 1981. Later, UN weapons inspectors documented and safeguarded the yellow cake, which had been stored in aging drums and containers since before the 1991 Gulf War. There was no evidence of any yellow cake dating from after 1991, the officials said. The New York Times also had a story about this. It said, the yellow cake removed from Iraq was not the same yellow cake that President Bush claimed in a now discredited section of his 2003 State of the Union address, citing Mr. Hussein was trying to purchase yellow cake uranium in Africa. This stuff was all stored, documented, and protected by UN weapons inspectors since 1991. It was the remnants of the nuclear project that Israel bombed in 1981. It was known. We knew where it was. It was under lock and key. It was documented, and it was stored in sealed containers under the supervision of UN weapons inspectors. Don't call up people and say, you know, everybody lies and da-da-da-da. I don't lie. I'm not saying I'm always right, but I'm saying my facts are right. Maybe the conclusions I draw from them sometimes are things that are debatable, but the facts are the facts. There was nothing in Iraq that we did not know about or have under lock and key.